At Toyota Speedway at Irwindale, Jeffrey, we got the Auto Club late model 75 lapper, starting with the last place starter, the number 25, Brandon Loverock.
That's right, Brandon Loverock, not with the strongest of qualifying runs. Richie Altman also hanging on back there. He'll be starting in the outside end row.
Benjamin Mahan, or is it Mon or Mahan?
Mahan.
Mahan in the 12 and the 56. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
56, Dylan Lupton looking for a good old start in the late models. The 22 car you see there, that's Jonathan Gomez making a start in this Auto Club late model dude. And then Chris Holloway in the 44, Trevor Schlunt in the 28. Then you go up to row 7, Shane Thompson in the 14, Rodney Peacher in the 35, Carlos Vieira and Tony McRae are your pack for row 6. Taylor Minch, Sean Woodside, 30 and 45. Matt Scott, Kyle McGrady. Dylan Kwasniewski, Travis Irving. Derek Thorne, Nick Jornitis. And starting us off is Travis Irving. Because we had a 5-car invert, and I think it's snowing because it's so cold.
The start of the California Classic here, the inaugural Toyota Speedway at Irwindale.
Early, strong run for Derek Thorne in the number 4 car. We've seen him have a couple really strong runs. Now, right now, folks, it has been a really, really cold weekend. We started 2 days ago with Turkey Night. It was a really cold day. I'm actually sweating because I just ran up and down stairs. But right now, there is moisture in the area. Something to keep an eye on.
It's actually moisture on our heads.
Yeah. Travis Irving right now with
Brandon Loverock. Watch it sparking. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Spark. There it is.
Bottoming now, it doesn't seem. I think they still have the orange show set up on that car.
Yeah.
Well, look at this intense battle going on for second place. Travis Irving, Nick Jornitis. Jornitis on the inside of that battle. You'll notice one key player's not in this race, by the way.
Who would that be, Jeffrey?
How about our champion of 2010, R.J. Johnson? Caution is out.
We shall see.
I think we're sweating too much. It looks like the safety truck is moving towards something, so perhaps debris on the racetrack. I would not say it's for rain because it's coming down so light that I could...
Oh, I can't even get it.
I know, that's how light it is. I think it's snowing.
All right, so we'll be back. That was lap 3 restart.
Getting ready for the restart, lap number 3. Double file restarts here for the Auto Club late models. It appears that the 25 of Brandon Loverock was the one to lose an exhaust on the front stretch. He's back on the track, so perhaps they put a quickie fix on it. Green flag returns and tight quarters going into turn number 1.
Mike
Jornitis.
Johnson thought Jornitis was farther down and then realized as he hit him. Or at least came really close.
Now, there's a 05 car making a move under Kwasniewski. This is 05 of Matt Scott, a car I have not seen yet in 2010. Although this is...
Sorry.
That was rude.
I had to put quarters in my microphone.
You know, the big thing about this event, the California Classic, the last event of 2010.
Yes, absolutely. This is momentum into the NASCAR Toyota All-Star Showdown.
Dude, they are tight racing back here for second to last, but also for second. It's just a second kind of day. Jornitis and Irving battling for second, but you see there the big battle going on. Peacher right in the middle. Jonathan Gomez, the SRL Tour champion for 2010. He was battling it out between him and Derek Thorne. He prevailed. We actually kind of saw the end of Derek Thorne's run here happen on the front stretch when a lap car lost it in front of him. So right now, this is a lengthier type of race, Tommy. How bad do you have to save your stuff for this?
You know, even though it is 75 laps and it's the longest one these guys usually run, the only time these guys run 75 laps is on July 4th or nearby the date. And it is, you know, riding it out, saving time, but it's still a sprint race at 75 laps. So you can conserve, but you can't conserve too much.
Especially for some of these guys riding here a bit farther in the pack.
3 wide out of turn 2.
That's right. Matt Scott in the middle, or actually on the outside of that one, Kwasniewski in the 3 car. Saw him racing about everything he could at the bullring. Racing out in a modified. Did he have a Super out there? And a late model. And also in that battle, the number 30 car, Position 1 Motorsports, Taylor Minch.
Back behind there, welcome back, Sean Woodside, number 45.
That's right, and as we talked about in the pits earlier, Tommy, this guy, he's just going through the color wheel right now. He was pink way back in Saugus days, he was blue at the beginning of this year, and now he's green.
Maybe green will bring him luck.
Maybe. Things are getting a little bit close up front. Nick Joanitis, a guy who has a lot of experience in the touring series, which means he knows how to save some of his equipment. Some of it.
To the inside, looking low.
But of course, Derek Thorne, just talked about him a little bit. He's another guy. So we actually had first and second for the SRL Championship in this race. Derek Thorne qualified 4th in the field. Again, we had a 5-car invert that put Travis Irving on the pole. Our fast time qualifier was the 55 of Brandon Davis. And he started in the 5th spot, and he has yet to move up from 5th.
Good racing up front, battle for the lead.
Almost 4 wide in the back between a couple not regular cars. Though they fan out just a bit.
We're closing in. When they cross the line, lap number 15.
Take a look back in this pack, Tommy. Carlos Vieira's leading it. You'll see there with Chris Holloway in the 14 car of Shane Thompson. Thompson coming out from Bakersfield.
To the inside again, though, for the lead. See, when I put the camera on, he behaved.
Yeah.
See, we'll put the TV as more of a surveillance camera.
We are. We're like security. Rich Yeoman in the number 3 just pulled it off the racetrack. Lap 16, his race comes to an end. This was the only event that Rich Yeoman was planning on driving.
All the way sideways, and Shane Thompson had to back out of the gas.
Yeah, he did. Loverock, you see him actually having a little bit, he's starting to move up through the field now. And looking at this pack, Woodside and the 28 of Trevor Schlunt. The 28 car comes from nowhere.
Yeah. I literally saw him walk out from under the freeway today.
Wow. That's the power of driver sheets.
Yeah. He actually lives in his race car. His zip code is 28.
That's good of him. Now a little ahead of Schlunt, you see Carlos Vieira in the 51. Comes from Atwater. He got a little squirrely coming out of the turn. He was battling with the 11 of Kyle McGrady. Now you see, oh, it's getting a little tight right there. Just a little.
Okay, now back about the conserving part.
Yes.
Let's look at this lead again. Remember Joe Knight is pressuring Derek Thorne, looking to his inside, in fact making a move to the inside. Nick Joe Knight is what the driver did himself. If he noticed, he does not have what it takes to get around him right now. He backed off, and it's going to wash the car.
Dude, they're getting so tight going down the backstretch right now. Vieira, Woodside, Schlunt, Holloway. In a 4-car heated match, Loverock's going to get in the middle of this one as well. Bump draft by Holloway. Intense racing going on out here. Woodside not having as strong of a run as we've seen him have in 2010 earlier on in the year when he was running out here. Look at Loverock though, right to the grass.
Oh, there's Loverock.
Yeah, exactly.
He appeared into the screen there.
He came out of nowhere too. This is the best battling going on the racetrack right now. A little ahead of these guys, Kwasniewski and McGrady are going at it. But I'd stick it on these guys. Vieira in the wall, Holloway in the wall. A lot of sparks. Oh, and Vieira's going to lose it again. Caution coming out in lap 23, the second caution of this 75 lapper, and you saw it all. What went on there, Tommy?
I saw that he thought he was clear. He wasn't.
Now, this is always an interesting thing when 2 guys wreck together.
And they meet up at the same spot.
Yeah. So, you know what? I mean, you think they're going to have a nice conversation? Let's check out.
No, I think they're
Oh,
yeah, Holloway is pretty pissed. You can see by the overflow.
that he has a hot head.
Yeah, he does. All right, so we'll be back on a restart.
Oh yeah.
23. Now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of turn number 4, lap 25 restart. Derek Thorne leading them away as they fan out going across the front stretch. Oh, Brandon Davis making the move, 3 wide for third. Sean Woodside just had a power move, getting by about 2 or 3 cars, going through turns 1 and 2.
The heat is on up front though, Jeffrey.
Say what?
Yeah, the heat is on up front.
Oh, the heat is on. That's right. Joe Knight is looking at the inside of Derek Thorne. 2 guys that have a lot of experience.
I don't know what to watch. I'm just zoomed out right now.
That's probably a good idea. A few updates. Chris Holloway's car was just towed off, as was to be expected. However, the 51 of Carlos Vieira, he was in that wreck. It looked like he had a lot more damage, but right now,
3 wide, almost 4.
the 51 of Carlos Vieira is still on the track, racing it away. He had to change the right rear tire, though. It was down.
Look at this back here, Jeffrey.
Love it! Late models getting it on. Sean Woodside, Taylor Minch, Tony McRae, and yet still they're side by side for the lead.
Back up front though, look at this, battle for the lead again.
Mike Johnson, Brandon Davis are battling for the 4th spot. Joe Knight is still trying to find his way around Derek Thorne.
Joe Knight is to the inside, got a great run out of turn 2.
These 2 kind of running away from the pack again. Travis Irvin starting to get a little bit of pressure from Brandon Davis in the 55. Davis got the pole with an 18.733 coming from Henderson, Nevada.
Really?
Yeah. The power of driver seats.
3 wide back down the back straightaway.
Yep, in that we have Thompson in the middle getting the sandwich. Minch on the outside. We kind of saw this play out a little bit earlier. Dylan Lupton there trying to capitalize.
Oh, we're close up front again.
We are. You know what usually happens when 2 drivers race so close side by side for a while?
What's that?
Eventually, they might have contact here or there.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see if cooler heads prevail. I don't know.
Look at this. Great racing,
Leonidas.
hard racing, closing in on halfway.
Irving right now with Davis to his inside. That's a battle for 3rd.
Joe Knight is getting great runs out of turns 2 and 4.
Joe Knightis out of Woodland Hills. J&M Construction. Oh, they're getting close coming out of turn number 4. I thought McRae and Kwasniewski were done. But they're not, because they're still going. You know, oh, contact in the back. Rodney Peacher and Taylor Minch. I thought we were going to turn 2 of them into the wall that time. It looks like Minch is having an issue, by the way. He's falling all the way back.
He definitely fell back. Look at this battle right here.
Yeah. McRae, Kwasniewski, Woodside, McGrady, and Schlund. The guy who surprised me in this race so far has to be Sean Woodside.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait. I don't know why I keep messing up Woodside with Loverock, but I meant to say Loverock. Because right now, Brandon Loverock has worked his way up to the 7th spot, and he pulled it off earlier. He was the first caution, and
he's sideways.
They just bump draft for the lead. I don't think Nick Joanitis wants you to slide anything between those 2.
It's all about the draft here at Toyota Speedway.
Yeah. Taylor Minch has pulled it off the racetrack. So not a good start for Possession 1 Motorsports during this California Classic. The Canada California Classic, presented by
Master Craft Saver.